God gave us governance over all of the creatures and things that roam the earth. But even the insects are more free than us in a way. It is very hard for people currently just to simply do what they want to do because they are forced into a position where they have to spend a good 33% of their time doing something that they don't care about just to live. That fact in itself is the same as being shackled or stuck in a flask. Now, of course, insects and animals, they have their own burdens, whether it's from, for example, being hunted by other predators, being hunted by humans. They also have things they have to worry about. But one thing that I will always admire about them, and the main difference between them and us, is that they always live in the present moment, regardless of what burdens they have. Now, even with animals that are being hunted, like deer or antelope, they will hear a sound or they will see a predator, maybe a distance away, once they lift their head up. And then they'll just go back to drinking water from the lake or ravine. They always live in the present moment. Whether it will cause their downfall, that's for the future to say. But animals, they aren't constantly burdened by these thoughts of what's going to happen in the future and yada, yada, yada. Now, obviously, as humans, we may be a more advanced species. Our brains are different, obviously. So, I mean, it's natural that maybe we're going to think things that they don't. But because of that, we also create problems for ourselves. There's no overthinking with animals. We humans, we worry about rules, laws, um, structure, frameworks, societal standards, behaviors, all that stupid man-made nonsense. Now, of course, we need it because, I mean, there does have to be in some form of, if there are a lot of intellectual minds amongst the world, there has to be some form of order because it would get to a point where there are going to be people who would just simply do what they want. And some of those things that people would do would be evil things, would be things that would completely doom the world that we live in. There has to be some form of order because it would just be straight chaos otherwise. That is understandable. But not this way, because this is shackling. This is no different than being stuck in a flask. This is suffocating. There's a difference between order and straight shackles or this or that. If you do not do this, you will get this consequence. If you don't pay for this land, you will get this consequence. What? By what right does any human have to dictate who the land that God has made, who it belongs to, or who should rightfully have it? There's 8 billion people in the world, but people act like land is not a thing that is in abundance. There's land everywhere. Now, for many people, this is a third of your life. Because you go to work for a third of your life, which is borderline, in most cases, just modern day slavery, to be honest. A third of your life, 8 hours of the day, that's 8 hours, 24 hours in a day, 8 hours, that's 1/3. The other third you spend sleeping because the thing that you are doing is leaving you too tired to actually do anything else other than sleep. And even if you don't spend 8 hours sleeping, you're still going to feel tired regardless after you're still awake and too tired to actually do the things that you want to do. So you're only living a third of your life, 33%. And even that, you can't live it to the fullest because you're constantly burdened by, oh, I have to go to work tomorrow. I have to go to this zombie office job that I'm working. Something that I don't care about, but I have to do it because I need this money.